Commerce Alive Today presents
Fuddruckers. Fuddruckers was founded as Freddy Fuddruckers in 1979 by Philip J. Romano in San Antonio, Texas, at a location converted from an old bank to a restaurant. He started the chain because he thought that the world needed a better hamburger. The Fuddruckers concept was to offer large hamburgers in which the meat was ground on-site and buns were baked on the premises, and hamburgers and other dishes were offered with lots of fresh sliced tomatoes, onions, lettuce and vats of cheese sauce. In California, Fuddruckers competed at the high end of the fast food market against chains such as Flaky Jake's, sometimes with head-to-head competitions in places such as Northridge, California. By 1988, there were 150 restaurants in the chain. Romano left the chain in 1988 to form Romano's Macaroni Grill. In an interview, Romano stated that "I just felt I had done all I could for the concept." Fuddruckers was purchased in November 1998 by Michael Cannon, and later it was purchased by Magic Brands. The restaurant sometimes made controversial decisions. For example, in 2010 it began enforcing a no-weapons policy, which insisted that patrons should not carry visible pistols unless they were security officials. Laws in some U.S. states allow people to carry guns visibly in public. Fuddruckers management had been concerned that the presence of armed patrons might deter unarmed ones from visiting, but the move caused controversy among pro-gun advocates who threatened to retaliate with boycotts of Fuddruckers restaurants. In August 2014, Fuddruckers opened the first of its new stores called Fuddruckers Deluxe in Newport News, Virginia, a full-service sit-down restaurant serving traditional and new menu items, with a wait staff, full bar and multiple TVs. Although it does not offer different-size burgers or a produce and fixings bar like its traditional restaurants. As of 2018, the restaurant has been closed. The 2008 financial crisis hit the restaurant industry hard, including Fuddruckers. On April 22, 2010, the parent of Fuddruckers, Austin-based Magic Brands LLC, announced plans to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. It originally planned to sell most of its assets, including Fuddruckers and the Kukuru brand eateries, to the Tavistock Group for $40 million. On the same day, the firm announced that 24 Fuddruckers restaurants would be closed, several of them in the metro Washington, D.C. area. On June 18, 2010, Tavistock was outbid by Luby's for Fuddruckers assets at auction, with a $61 million winning bid. A second estimate was that the sale amount was for $63.45 million. Luby's acquisition of Fuddruckers and Kukuru was finalized in 2010. During 2011, there were controversies with previous franchise owners regarding the use of the Fuddruckers brand name. As of June 2019, Fuddruckers had 156 locations across the United States and globally. Through their franchise partners, they operate 8 restaurants internationally in 4 countries. 1 each in Saskatoon and Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, 2 in Merida, Yucatan, Mexico, 1 in Caguas, Puerto Rico, and 3 in Panama City, Panama. Additionally, 33 licensed locations are currently operating throughout certain countries in Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. These countries include Saudi Arabia, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Jordan, Bahrain, and Kuwait. On June 3, 2020, Luby's board of directors announced plans to sell all its operating divisions and assets, including real estate assets. This decision was influenced in part by circumstances surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. Net proceeds from transactions will benefit Luby's stockholders. The company did not have a definitive timeline for future transactions, but expected to eventually wind down remaining operations. On September 8, 2020, Luby's further announced it has adopted a plan to liquidate all of its existing assets, as opposed to operating in the current form or merely selling off divisions. As of September 11, 2020, there were 80 Luby's and Fuddruckers still in operation. 99% of Luby's stockholders voted for dissolution in November 2020. Luby's plan to close all locations by August 2021. On June 17, 2021, Luby's announced that it has entered into an agreement to sell the Fuddruckers franchise business operations to Black Titan Franchise Systems LLC, an affiliate of Nicholas Perkins. As a result, the remaining Fuddruckers locations have remained open past the previously planned closure date of August 2021.
You won't believe how big it is! We are talking food. Get fresh at Fuddruckers.
Look at those buns. Oh.
Get fresh at Fuddruckers.
Everything's fresh at Fuddruckers. That's why it's the best burger you ever tried to put in your mouth.
Want to do Fuddruckers tonight?
What kind of a girl do you think I am? Get fresh at Fuddruckers.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.